Before we get started on this video, this is my reminder to you that I'm not a medical professional, and so if you are considering any weight loss regimen or routine, please speak directly to your doctor. Nothing on this channel should be taken for medical professional advice. Always seek your doctor out when considering any form of weight loss. And also, this is intended to be a safe space, not only because this is a very personal journey for me, but also because it is a very personal topic for anyone who might comment below on any of the videos. So please be your best self here, be kind. This is intended to be a safe space for everyone. All right, enjoy the video. Hello everyone, Rachel here. Welcome back for vlog number 2 on Rachel's Bariatric Journey. So this morning I had a visit or an appointment with the nutritionist at the clinic that I am going through for bariatric surgery. And it was a lot of information that I already knew, a lot of information that had already been gone over with me at my initial consultation. But there was some new things in there. Got some questions answered, things like that, which was really good. Got some helpful information sheets about, portion sizes and, different sources of protein and things like that. So that was good. It was encouraging to know that, fruit specifically is a-okay, as long as it's not like an overabundance of fruit, because I was worried that, there'd be too many carbs in fruit to enjoy fruit, because that's something in the diets that I've done in the past, at least quite a few of them, carbs are like the enemy, and so it's like no fruit, and it's just hard. Like your body wants to eat something sweet, like it just does. And so I found that when I just completely cut out sweet things, then I would usually slip up worse, because it would be kind of like this starve binge kind of a thing. Not that I would sit and eat like a whole cake or something, but I would have, I would just get to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I'd go to the store and like get a candy bar and eat a whole candy bar. It's like, it doesn't have to be like that. And then of course, once I would do that, I would immediately feel guilty and shameful and all of the terrible bad things that people say in their minds about themselves would all be there. So it was just, anyways, long story short, it was just really encouraging to hear that fruit is not the bad guy, that carbs in moderation are fine, and it's not like I can, never eat a piece of bread again. Not that I want to go out and have bread every single day, but a piece of bread here and there is not the end of the world. So that was really encouraging. The nutritionist was very helpful, very informative, very nice, and all that good stuff. I actually have 2 appointments this week. So my nutritionist appointment was today. My behaviorist appointment is going to be a telehealth appointment tomorrow. So yeah, keeping things moving, keeping the ball rolling, going forward, progressing. Trying to get things through as quickly as possible. So, and they got all my lab work back, and it all looked good to go. They didn't see any major issues. I'm low on vitamin D, which I already knew. I've already been taking a vitamin D supplement and so they said, just up your vitamin D supplement and hopefully that'll resolve itself. But that wouldn't be anything that would get in the way of surgery. So that's a really positive thing. Good to know that my blood says that I am in a good place overall with my health. So that is a very positive thing. But one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about, not just like nutritionist stuff and things like that, like I wanted to give an overview of that appointment because that's part of my journey, right, is going through all of this stuff. But some of the things that I've kind of been thinking about over the last week and really kind of came, to the forefront of my mind yesterday. So yesterday was Memorial Day, and we took our family to the beach here in Michigan, and I've always hated the beach, mostly because of my weight. Now I hate the beach. I still don't like going to the beach because of my weight, but now kind of added into that is the fact that I have 4 kids, and hauling 4 kids to the beach is just a ton of work, and supervising 4 kids at the beach is a ton of work. Thankfully, you know, my husband had the day off, so we were able to go together. I would not even attempt it by myself. My kids are too young, they're too crazy. My 2-year-old is a wanderer, and it would be too hard to keep track of her and the other kids. It just would not be safe. So, anyways, but I was very aware of all the people at the beach, not just because it was a holiday weekend and the beach was packed, but also just very aware of the people around me. The beach that we went to is a very family-friendly beach. It's not one of those beaches that you can kind of go to and everyone is kind of there because they want people to see them. You'll know what I mean. You have to know what I mean. Like, I don't know. I always felt that, like, when I was younger, I always hated going to Lake Michigan and Grand Haven and Holland Park and stuff like that, because I felt like everyone went there not just to hang out and have a good time, but to be seen and to be young and attractive and beautiful. And I felt like I was none of those things. And so I hated the beach, and I would refuse to wear a bathing suit. I'd go to the beach with my friends, and I'd sit there in jeans and a t-shirt, not swim and not do anything. And when I was at the beach yesterday, thankfully I've gotten past that. I will go swimming at the beach. I will wear my bathing suit, and I will just, this is my body, get used to it kind of a thing. I mean, I still feel self-conscious, but I'm not going to let that hold me back from living my life at this point. So I'm thankful for that. That's positive. That's definitely a place that I am in a much better state mentally around than when I was younger. But anyways, I saw so many people at the beach, and it's very much a family beach, kids everywhere, moms and dads, you know. And so it's not kind of one of those beaches where people go to show off. But I noticed other people, specifically other women who were at the beach who looked like me, who were overweight, close to my size, maybe 1 or 2, even a little heavier than I am. And just kind of observed with my sunglasses on so they wouldn't see me staring at them, because nobody wants to be stared at, like, ever. Like, that's kind of like the whole point, is like the things that I was observing in their, you know, behavior and their actions, like the way that they would walk or try to cover themselves while they were walking, or while they were in the water, the way that they behaved in the water and tried to cover up in the water. There was this one woman specifically that really stood out to me. She was wearing this beach cover up, and she kept it on while she was in the water, which is, I mean, that's her choice. I mean, there might be 100 reasons why she does that. And I'm not trying to judge her choice there, but when she, it was kind of open in the front, and it just had like a little tie, but the bottom kind of like blew open a little bit. And she was holding her child's hand, and she was walking out of the water at a slow pace with her child, because her child was young and had short legs and had to move at a slow pace. But she's also bending over trying to hold her beach cover up closed, like around her legs, because she didn't want anyone to see her legs as she came out of the water. And that just really kind of sunk into me in that moment, and it really kind of broke my heart, because I know that feeling. And I know how difficult it can be to step outside my comfort zone and to go to the beach. I don't go to the beach for myself. I go to the beach for my kids. Like, if it weren't for my kids, I swear I would never go to a beach ever again. Except for maybe to go see the sunset on Lake Michigan or something like that. Like, I've never enjoyed sitting in the hot sun, never enjoyed sunbathing. I've never enjoyed, I mean, swimming's fine. I enjoy swimming fine. But I don't know. The beach just, it's never really been my thing. And I don't know if that's because of all of the negative experiences that I've had at the beach, or if it's more just because I'm just not a beach person. I don't know. But it sunk in to me like the level of guilt and shame that women in general carry around their bodies, about their bodies. I mean, men do this too. I'm not saying that men don't do this, but I'm not a man, so I can't speak to that specific experience. I know that men carry a lot of shame about body image as well. But for me, I'm tired of it. It's exhausting. And I can't tell you how much of my young years was shaped and formed in that kind of shameful mindset. The looks that I would get at the beach, the people staring at me walking around the mall, the weight of a person's gaze, and the look on their face when they see you. It's just, not only is it rude, but it's wrong. And as a Christian, I would go so far as to say that it's sinful, because it's harmful. It's harmful. And it was extremely harmful to me growing up. So much of my mentality was shaped around that. And like, little things like Abercrombie and Fitch was like the place to shop when I was in high school, and I would only ever step foot in that place if my friends like forced me to go in there, because it was, I know there's nothing in there for me. Why am I going to go in there? Because everyone's just going to stare at me and judge me because I don't measure up. And I still feel that so much around shopping. And I don't know if it's tied like to those specific experiences or whatnot, but there was one time I was hanging out with some friends. We were up in Traverse City, just hanging out, and they all wanted to pop into shops and window shop, stuff like that. And they didn't do anything wrong. They were doing their best to be very inclusive, and they cared about me, and they did not realize what my problem was. Not that they were like, well, what's your problem? It wasn't like that. But they could tell that I was just irritated and upset and just sad. And I honestly think it's just because it felt so much like that experience from my high school years of shopping with friends, because I don't go shopping with people like pretty much ever anymore. So it felt very much like that experience from high school of walking around and going into these shops knowing that there's no point for me to be here. There's nothing here for me. Why am I going to go searching through racks of clothes when the sizes end at an extra large? Like, I'm not a size 12. I don't think I've been a size 12 since I was in like middle school. And maybe not even then. The smallest size that I really remember being was a size 16. So, and I just, like, they all wanted to go shopping, and I just was like, you know what, guys, I'm just gonna sit. I don't really want to walk around, and I'm tired, and I made all of these excuses, and I just sat on a bench, waiting for them to be done shopping. And it was fine, and there was, like, I've never been upset with them or anything like that about this experience. It's just, it came back to me that it doesn't really matter how old you are. I was 33, 34 at the time. It doesn't matter how old you are. Like, when you learn that culture of shame and you learn to feel guilty and badly about yourself and about your body because of not having anything in your size in the store, or the looks that people give you when you enter a store, or just simply the way that the store is structured, like narrow aisles, and you're a big person and you're always worried you're knocking things over and in other people's space, or the looks that people give you when you're, just walking around trying to have a good time with your friends. So many dirty looks, so many looks of disgust. And it's just wrong. And so for me, moving forward with this, it's not just about losing weight. Like, I don't want to lose weight to fit a certain image or, some ideal of what people think that I should be or what I should look like. Whatever that is, I'm the same person now at 355 pounds that I will be when I've lost a significant amount of weight. It's still me. It's still Rachel. And so I'm trying very hard to just, as I go through this process, as I go through this journey, to be intentional about where my emotions are, what I'm feeling, what I think is causing those emotions to come up, and trying to deal with it and to really believe truths about myself rather than lies about myself. Because the truth is, I'm not disgusting. The truth is that I have value. I have worth. The truth is that I have dignity. The truth is that I don't have to be afraid or nervous or anxious to go to the beach and have a good time with my family. The truth is that my size doesn't determine my value. The truth is that I don't need to feel shame or guilt around my size. The truth is that mental health comes with a lot of things that impact your entire body, not just physical pain, but weight gain and all these things. The truth is that I don't have to be embarrassed about who I am. The truth is that I am lovable and I am loved. The truth is that I have value and worth. The truth is that while I have had disordered eating in my past, that does not need to be my future. The truth is that I am loved by so many people, and I am loved by God, and I am loved by my family, and I am a person who is worthy of love and respect. So if you're like me and you've dealt with feelings of just guilt and shame over whatever it is, mine tends to be surrounding my body and my weight. Yours might be around something else. We can't change what's in our past, but we can work towards a better future. But it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be fits and starts and stumbles. But just to pick yourself up and say, okay, I am still worthy of love and respect. All of these things are still true about me, even though I messed up a little bit. And I don't have to believe the lies that I'm going to fail, that I have failed, that it's not worth trying, that I might as well give up. Those things are not true, and I don't have to believe those things, and neither do you. So that's been on my mind. That was very rambling and kind of all over the place. But I hope that was encouraging for you. And I'm going to do another video after I talk with a behaviorist tomorrow. So we should have 2 uploads this week. Yeah. I feel like there were other things that I wanted to say. But if I remember what those things were, I can always include them when I record tomorrow. Yeah. Be kind to yourself, friends. Easier said than done, I know. But very, 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 very important. Very important. Because what we think and believe about ourselves can either put us into a healthy mindset or a destructive mindset. And I've spent too much of my life in a destructive mindset. I'm not always going to be perfect. My mindset will still be destructive from time to time. But I don't want to believe lies anymore. I just don't. And I want my motivation to be a healthy one. I want to be a person who is mentally healthy, physically healthy, spiritually healthy, emotionally healthy. I'm not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but that's the beauty of our life, right? Is that hopefully we continue to take steps forward and just one step at a time move forward. In Christianity, they call that the process of sanctification. The process of becoming better, becoming more holy. And that's a work of progress for everyone. Just continuing to do the next right thing. I love that. That's probably my two favorite Disney songs of all time is Surface Pressure from Encanto, because that felt extremely relatable to me. And The Next Right Thing from Frozen 2. Just do the next right thing. Take a step, step again. It is all that I can do to do the next right thing. I think I got some of the lyrics in there wrong. But, it's that idea. Just do the next right thing. You don't have to see the whole thing ahead of you. Just do the next right thing, the next right thing, the next right thing. Sometimes that's all we can do, but it's still progress. So. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope this day finds you well and in good health. And I will talk to you guys all very soon. All right, bye.